Hey guys, what's up, what's happening? Welcome to this edition of Dialed. Scotty Laughlin here, we're in Fort William, it's qualifying day, it started to dry up, and we're at the Fox Pits, gonna go and check in with Jordy, say hi to the boys.
So, quali day in Fort William. It rained in the morning, so for qualifying practice it was still really wet and greasy. It stopped raining, it's probably drying out a bit, but I doubt the woods are gonna change much. It's a bit sloppy. It's been really quiet as far as tuning. I think most people are just trying to figure out lines down the track. For the most part, I think everybody's healthy and good to go, other than Tani. Sorry, miss you. Hope you heal up and crack on.
Practice is over. First qualifying starting right now. All our service work is done. Everyone is, I would say, dialed in for 95%. We will see how the weather will change for tomorrow morning practice, and then we will turn the last couple clicks tomorrow morning.
Oh my god, stop watching me! No, you're gonna have to wait till they turn away.
No.
Look, this professional blogger's here. I can't handle the pressure of him watching me, it's too much. Yeah, we're just here working on Ella Connolly's bike. She is a Scottish racer racing the EWS. Jordy's switched out the shock for this Float X2, and then we're popping on some fresh stickers that are a bit brighter so they show up in the photos. Yeah, getting it all dialed for her.
I'm Ella Connolly and I race enduro, and I'm here at the World Cup just spectating this weekend. It's really cool to see like other athletes like push themselves to the limit, so yeah, it's nice to come watch a race for a change.
What's up, what's happening?
Hey Scotty, what's up, what's happening?
Oh, what's up, bro?
Scotty.
Jordy. Yeah,
That's about it.
We used to dine together because we couldn't speak any German.
That's true.
Just hanging out, watching the event, and gonna take it all in. Hopefully try and stay dry, maybe.
Maybe. Not tomorrow, you won't.
No.
Unless you watch on the TV here. But we don't have any Wi-Fi, so that's not happening either.
How you liking the Dialed series?
I'm actually really enjoying it. Good laughs. Great insight to the inside of Fox.
Hey guys, one of you asked how much oil we go through in a race weekend. Usually we service on average about 40 forks, maybe 35 shocks. So it's probably between 4 and 5 litres of oil over the whole race weekend. We've got the PTFE oil that we use in the Grip 2 damper. We also lube the lower leg bath oil with this oil. We also have 20 weight gold, which is the bath oil that we use in the other leg, or older forks that don't have the Grip 2. Got a 5 weight R3 oil that we use in the DHX2 damper, float and coil. We also have blue float fluid, which is used for general lubrication of seals and things.
So the question was, or statement, I don't know, I heard G only got 140 this year. And the answer is, you're wrong. Just looking over women's qualifying here. We actually didn't do too bad. Marine's up there, Rachel, Nina Hoffman, Emily Siegenthaler, Veronica Widman, Camille. It's all right. Here with Marine from Scott Factory team, and she just qualified second at Fort William. After, what did you do last month at the Maribor?
I finished 4.
So not doing too bad, little by little stepping up to the top.
I have a good run, it's not too bad, a little, we found another girl in the wood section, but it's not too bad. Oh, the bike is really fine, I think it's cool and I stay like that. Yeah, I'm really motivated for tomorrow and we will see what happens.
Hi, I'm Tom and I'm loving Fort William.
So guys, that's a wrap here from qualifying in Fort William. Awesome day for our factory riders. We've got 6 riders qualified in the top 10. We've got Bernard Kerr in 10th place. Greg Minnaar comes in 9th. Edward Masters 8th. And then up to 6th place for Brooke McDonald. 5th place for Danny Hart, and qualifying first, Loris Vergier.
It's so tough, like when you stop thinking, you just don't know how to ride anymore. Yeah. And it was like that all the way down.
You had to think.
Oh my god, I was like, oh, this one is like, looks dead. And you turn and just like, oh yeah. Think about everything. And to test properly, we should test like on race run, because I don't ride the same. I'm like on the front, trying, instead of just like keeping the flow, and you just suck at it, so the bike doesn't feel as good, because it's not set up for that.
I know.
I'm glad it was qualifying. I felt like a junior. It's like when you don't know how to ride properly and you just know it and you're like, fuck it. Don't crash at least. So that was it.
Any adjustments to the suspension after that?
Don't know exactly what to do. Like, if Jody can help me, I'll do something. If he can't, I'll be like, let's ride it like that.
I can't help him. We're just doing a little fine tuning. Get him away from a practice setting into a race setting.
What are you thinking, Jordy?
Just a little, adding a little bit of rebound. Make the touch murmur.
How's the course running right now?
It's pretty fucked. It's like, it's hard pack and then you've got a mud hole for some reason. So I need to go look, get a look at it real quick, and hope find like some tuning for tomorrow, fine tuning, and we'll see.
We actually don't run preload, so you want to make sure that people don't have preload turned on to the spring, because it'll make it harsh and it won't really change anything in a good way. So the question is, what's the average sag our riders are running? I guess our riders, that's all I know. And you're looking 15 to 20% sag in the front and 25 to 30 in the rear for most World Cup stuff. Enduro guys generally run closer to 30% sag in the back, but maybe even less sag up front, just because they're looking for the angles that they don't quite have all the time. The second part of the question was, does it vary by bike? And yeah, that it can vary by bike, or maybe even by rider, depending on how they ride, where they sit. But if you're outside of the 25 to 30%, something is going wrong.
So one of the viewers has asked whether we offer the same tech service to the riders at the XC races as well as downhill, and the answer is yes. There's a few different truck setups. So some guys go to the XC, some guys go to the World Cup, some guys go to the Enduro World Series. Sometimes when the XC and the downhill are at the same race, the same guys do everything. It just depends, but yeah, everyone gets taken care of.
So we just finished qualifying here in Fort William. Went quite well with little Frenchie coming in first, even though he said it was a horrible run. He felt terrible, he made lots of mistakes. So it speaks well for tomorrow. Didn't do a lot of changes today. The track is drying out, but I think the hard parts are still quite wet and tricky to get through. We'll see about tomorrow. It's calling for a lot of rain, so it's going to be kind of touch and go as far as settings. Probably not going to change a whole lot, so it'll be a little bit boring on our end until we get to actually watch. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of tuning tomorrow. I think what we've done is good, and everybody's actually qualified quite well, so it's looking good for tomorrow.